What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Typhon Primaris, where we will be jumping out of system in just a moment to go ahead and take care of another time-sensitive mission on Meridian? Yeah, on Meridian. So we're going to go ahead and take care of the Legis Uprising on Meridian, and that's going to allow us to get the Tome of Quickening, which gives us highly accelerated movement. Well, I don't think a haste is going to be that useful, but still, we should probably take care of as many missions as we can so we can start stacking them XPs. Because XPs are actually, they're sort of square shaped, so they're actually pretty easy to stack. They're almost like those blocks you had when you were a little kid that had like numbers and letters on them, and then when you got older, you still had them in like your room for whatever reason, you just used them to spell bad words. Exact same thing.
Commander, the Vandus heresy continues to spread. Vandus and Black Legion forces have taken Spire Legis. They have erected artillery batteries and emplacements that make a large-scale assault impossible. If you can disable these defenses, however, the Imperial Guard can retake the Spire. If not, the population of Legis will remain at the mercy of these heretics and demons.
How do we disable the defenses?
The Vandus heretics are using field generators to power their batteries. Destroy these generators and the Black Temples defending them, and the batteries will fall silent. Foul sorcerers have also established warp portals which allow the Black Legion to bring in reinforcements. Sealing these portals should stem the tide of enemies long enough for you to destroy the generators.
You are sending me to Spire Legis, Commander.
Is that an order, Sergeant Thaddeus?
No. No, forgive me, Commander. I request to be part of the strike force. Long ago, Spire Legis was my home. I will not see its people sacrificed to chaos.
Just for that, I kind of don't want to bring you. That was a little bit uppity for a Space Marine right there. Not really sure that I like that attitude. Not sure that I like that attitude, Thaddeus. Well, I'm not really stoked about bringing him in replacement for really anybody else. However, let's go ahead and I suppose we'll bring him instead of Cyrus. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't want him to get corruption and get all whiny and be like, meh, I'm gonna go play for the other team because you didn't bring me. Meh, I'm taking my ball and going home. My space ball with rocket jets on it and going home. So I guess we'll bring him along on this one. Let's go ahead and see how we can upgrade him at this point. Does he have Terminator honors? Holy hell, he has Terminator honors. Who even knew? Alright, well, I guess you have Terminator armors now. I don't know. It seems like one of those things I probably should have known about earlier on, but we'll take it. Let me drop Tarkus's... Oh, Tarkus has the... No! Wait, how come he can't use the fist? How come he can't use the Gauntlet of First Company? Well, if he's going to be using, like, default loadouts, I don't see how this is going to be helpful to me. This becomes problematic. I mean, it's not that the default loadout is really, really bad. It's just that... Like, what does he do in Terminator armor, too? He teleports. Alright, well, I suppose I can use him sort of like Force Commander. We could just have, like, a double melee force today. It's probably a bad idea given the intel that we have from the planet, which said that the enemy is going to be super buff versus melee. I mean, this has the distinct likelihood that it could probably backfire on me. But whatever.
Commander, the Vandus heresy...
Hopefully it'll work out. Is that a demon riding like a... That is pretty legit. I mean, it's a dog with hoofs, which is sort of weird. I don't think that dogs typically come with those. I mean, I haven't checked a dog's appendages in a while, but I'm almost positive. But respect to the ingenuity of just riding a big old dog with hooves. Why not? He's also got a little spiky mohawk.
A rift in the warp. As long as it remains open, the enemy can summon reinforcements.
Key targets are on your map display, Commander. If you destroy the enemy's generators and strongholds, the Imperial Guard can retake Spire Legis.
So many Terminators. Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. This is like...
A temple. They have established a temple to the powers of chaos.
Destroy this foul den. There is no time to waste.
I'm gonna need you all to calm down. We really only have like one person to look out for in this mission, so... And that's Jonah. Let's go ahead and blast them out of cover while we're at it. We'll send Force Commander in even though he's in ranged mode for some reason. It always defaults him to ranged mode. Let's play around with Thaddeus for a little bit. We're going to have him teleport over here and see if he can unleash the whooping on some of these demons. Some of these daemons. I mean, I can't help but think they're probably going to be alright. Let's go ahead and throw a Wrath out there just in case. See if it'll help out a little bit. Why are you in the middle of melee combat, man? You should probably not do that, considering you're sort of a mage. Don't even know what classes they are. Alright, well, having double Force Commander never seems like a bad... What the hell is that? There's a blue thing over here. Is that the Chaos Temple? Destroying the Black Reliquary redeems squads. Okay. Oh my. Found ourselves a little dreadnought. Or a dread is, I suppose, if he's feeling particularly motivated. Bad jokes. That's right, we've got him. We have all the bad jokes. And he can only be in melee stance? Oh, that's interesting. They grayed it out permanently. Although it looks like it's doing like a little bit of a cooldown, so I wonder if they fixed that by putting a cooldown on it that was basically like infinite. Like the cooldown is several days or something like that. That'd be an interesting workaround that they deployed. Let's go ahead and see if we can't take out... Just teleport in our melees here. And then everybody else can come along too. It'll be time to destroy. Definitely press the assault. Definitely. Terminators, handle your business over there. I would like Jonah to be up here for a little bit. And then we're going to throw out a Wrath right there because... Oh, it does give him Rosarius. Interesting, it gives him Rosarius for free. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. I don't like this. Let's go ahead and put our melee squads in business here, and then we'll get our other Terminator squad in. Let's get him out of the way of the giant thing that's trying to eat us, though. And did I put medkit on anybody? That's also my second question. Okay, let's go ahead and Rosarius right now, because I feel like having immunity to this enormous bastard is probably a good plan. We'll do a merciless strike on him, which didn't really seem to help, and also it seems to have rendered Jonah unable to keep his feet. Brutal. That thing exploded in a pretty metal fashion. Let's go ahead and... Oh wow, those things break quick. They're actually pretty fragile. Okay, well, I guess it's not going to take us that much work then. I was worried it was going to take us a while to wipe out these little chaos generators or field generators, whatever they want to call them, but we'll get rid of them. We'll get rid of them and we'll keep on moving. Do we have the CP under our control? Awesome. The CP is now under our control. Without a scout, in lieu of having a scout that's going to be able to help me, I feel like that saying is only available if you don't have a friend named Lou. If you have a friend named Lou, then that saying loses a lot of its luster. Ooh, and he's already out here fireballing people. Hell yeah. You can't take cover from the Wrath. This dude knows what's up. He's like the Raceland of Dawn of War, just unleashing the destruction on you. He's like the Elminster of this campaign. Just don't mess with him. The Rihanna Heartbane, I suppose, if we wanted to bring this over to... Wait, was Rihanna Heartbane a decker? Yeah, Rihanna Heartbane was a decker. Never mind, I was trying to make a Shadowrun reference, but I messed up. I was going to say Rihanna Heartbane, but she was a decker. Ah, sigh. Sometimes. Sometimes. I don't know any famous mages in Shadowrun. Gotta think about it for a minute. I mean, I know lots of famous deckers, like Rihanna Heartbane, you've got Dodger, you've got, you know, you got your standard fare. But otherwise, I can't really think of anybody that's super awesome and anywhere else. We're gonna go for maybe a full clear here. I don't know. I don't really know. It's saying that I have to hit all of these, and I'm guessing that that's the Black Reliquary over there. So it might be a better plan to go through the center down here. I don't know. I think the blue... Let me check my objectives. Let me find out here. There's no objectives menu. All we have is this limited tooltip over here. I'm not sure if that's the reliquary over there, the optional thing. I mean, let's go check it out, because obviously I think the mission ends. I'm gonna go... Let's teleport Force Commander in right here. We'll teleport Thaddeus in right there. We'll have the Terminators back here, and then we'll have our resident mage just kind of hang out over on the side and throw lightning into the middle. He's just gonna kind of be that wild card that messes with everybody the whole time. With you guys, I think I probably want you to be firing at this rather large Blood Crusher beastie. It's, I mean, he's kind of adorable. Like, I sort of want to pet him. If he was about 50 times smaller, I'd think that he was super adorable, and I'd be like, oh, look, he thinks he's evil, how cute. But given that he has actually been blessed with the amount of size that would make him quite dangerous, I think I may have to avoid petting or anything else like that. Why do I see people keep getting healed? Somebody's got a passive right now that's healing everybody. Terminators are going back here. Oh god, it teleported. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the Terminators. Maybe we'll throw a lightning over there, see if we can't kill those off. It seems like Thaddeus made pretty short work of them. I think Thaddeus is actually doing a pretty good job as a Terminator. He's sort of redeeming himself right now. He's a lot more resilient as a Terminator. I like him better. I think... Wait, what? Oh no, there's a Dreadnought with like a Melta or something back here. Oh, he does. He has a Melta. Heal, 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 heal. We gotta kill that thing right now. I forgot. The one thing I forgot about Terminator armor is that we've actually made ourselves a lot weaker to enemies that have anti-vehicle fire. And so we need to keep our eye on that problem. Let's go ahead and have him retreat back to the last CP. Ooh, there went a Wrath Ray. He did that one all on his own. I didn't even command that one, so... Sometimes you get a freebie, I guess. It must be one of his passives from some of his gear or something. Is everybody else okay? Force Commander's good. We'll make sure that that thing dies right there. And once he's restocked, yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for anti-vehicle weapons hard, because that went really, really... You guys saw that right there, where it only took that thing maybe 2 or 3 shots from that Melta to take out the entire squad, so I guess that is one of the large weaknesses that we've instilled inside of our force. Alright, well, let's make a cut for the blue area over there, because I am kind of interested in seeing what it's going to do for us. I think that's the Black Reliquary. I'm going to try and redeem everybody since I accidentally gave Tarkus a whole bunch of corruption. My bad. It's like that situation where sometimes you got to apologize to a guy. I'm sorry I corrupted your soul. Like, did they make a gift card for that? Does Hallmark actually publish that? Like, I'm sorry I corrupted your soul card? Wow, Thaddeus is getting worked over here. He's still just too squishy. He's just way, way too squishy. And let's send him back again. I think it definitely... Oh, I didn't even need to send him back. There's a CP right here. Well, balls. Inefficiency is key when running a giant galactic empire, so we're just in keeping with that motif. We'll wipe out this base over here, then we'll go kill the Reliquary. Alright, let's send them back to the remainder of the squad. We'll have a look around with the FC, just see what's up here. Yeah, those things love to teleport. They like to teleport to a worrying extent. However, they do appear to be, well, they got a lot of HP actually. The Bloodletters got like 23,000 HP. That's not bad. Let's wipe out some of these generators. You go ahead and teleport yourself on up here. Save yourself a walk. If I had a teleporter, oh my god, I would be so lazy. You guys don't even know. If I had a teleporter, every day would just be like a blur of just ridiculous laziness. Go ahead and open up the dock over here. Ooh, you guys don't like that, do you? Yeah, get out from behind that barbed wire, son. You don't want none. Bring it, Chaos. I've never talked about this, but Chaos is my least favorite army in 40k. I try not to pin it on anybody, because I think it's kind of a tie for me between Eldar and Chaos, but I don't know. I think it comes down to, like, Chaos has no point. Like, Chaos is totally this is just my perspective, so don't get mad. If you play Chaos, it's all good. Ow. Is that a targeting thing, or what is... Oh no, warp fire. Hell no. I'm not okay with being burned by evil satanic powers right now. Being burned by fire is bad enough, but I will not sign up for this. Alright, so the second that ends, once we have enough of these like satanic shenanigans, let's continue forward. But anyways, as I was saying, if you play Chaos, that's all good. It takes all kinds. It's just for me, Chaos seems sort of pointless. Like, they're just there to instill chaos in the situation. Like, they never have, like, this overarching goal or anything. It's just like, let's mess with every other faction just to say that we did because we can. Whereas, like, the Space Marines are trying to wipe out everybody. They just want to exterminate everything in the galaxy. The Eldar are always working on these weird, complex, like, Rainbow Six, you know, Tom Clancy plans. I don't even know what the Eldar are up to half the time. I don't read any of their books or anything because they confuse me. It's too complicated. And then, you know, you've got all these factions doing different things, working to their own ends. But then you've got Chaos, who's just like, meh, let's just jump in and destroy stuff and corrupt people. We have no real point. I could be totally wrong. I could be completely and totally wrong. But in general, they just seem like kind of a wild card. Like, that's just, they're there to make problems for everybody else with no clear goal in sight. And they're also a little goth kitty. I mean, they're a little too angsty for me, I guess. A little too angsty. Looks like we're taking some heavy Daka fire from over here. So we've got a Dreadnought, we've got Havocs, we've got all kinds of problems right now. Ah! Stop shooting me with missiles, you prick. I'm gonna fall back briefly. I could fix this right now, but I want to get my free heals. There we go. I don't want to have to waste a medkit right now. Alright, so how do I want to do this? We got a Dreadnought over there. We got a Black Reliquary. I figure we take an Assault Squad. Let's go Commander over here. Assault Squad over here to handle this problem. And then we'll just move them kind of into the middle so that they can take shots at everybody. Yeah, it seems to be working out okay. Kind of pop medkits as necessary to save the Force Commander from being annihilated, but there it is. Throw me a fireball in there. Yeah, put fire on him. I don't know where... Oh, he's actually up in there fighting. He's getting down in the middle of the entire melee. Okay. So there goes the Dreadnought before he kills anybody off. We will figure... We will... Ah, Thaddeus lost another trooper. Just... Thaddeus, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I just don't love you like I love everybody else. He's so squishy. And I've given him so much HP, too, that it's just like, how do we fix this? The Aegis of Obliteration. That sounds super metal, and so I think I'll probably be equipping that. Yeah, medical supplies. I may just keep Thaddeus in the rear with the gear. And then has he... Oh, we need to get this foundry, too. So let's go ahead and capture this foundry while we're here. This could turn into like a long episode. But we're going to get the foundry, and then... Yeah, that should be alright. Force Commander, get up in there. Can I shoot fireballs at that thing? Shoot fireballs at it, because we can. Because we are capable of doing so. And there it is. One less bunker for us to have to worry about. Put Force Commander out in the front with Thaddeus' remaining soldiers. Oh, and we've got enemies. And since they're in the middle of us, I'm going to pop that Rosarius just to make sure that nothing bad happens to us. Since they have the advantage. What was he doing right there? He had like this weird twitchy thing going on. Should probably get that checked by a doctor, to be honest. Combat supply is not going to be that helpful. We'll set up a perimeter right here. Let's move these two forward. Or these three. And we'll position everybody else accordingly once we've figured out where we want to be at. Oh, okay, so there's that to consider as well. I'm gonna throw a vortex over here just because it's humorous and it makes me laugh. I don't know if it's even gonna get anybody, but we can try. Yeah! Alright. What would really be awesome is if they had added an overlay effect that sucked the rain into the vortex too. I feel like that would have been mega awesome. But anyways, missed opportunities. So are we gonna... Oh, he's out of energy. That's rare. That doesn't happen very often. We're not beset. It's one guy. I mean, he is a plague champion, so that means he is going to use his fart spray on us. But he's now dead, and he let off all kinds of steam or something all over the place. Oh, and there goes the last guy, hopefully? I don't know. We'll kill these guys off. We'll capture the foundry, which is going to allow us to get a bonus at the end of every mission and maybe get extra deployments, which are incredibly useful later on when you've got limited time to operate on. We have fireball right there, wipe out that tower, and then we'll put him to work capturing the foundry. Meanwhile, this group right here will start cracking open some crates, getting us some medical supplies that we can use later on, and we should be able to replenish his forces right here as well. This should act as a mini CP, or like an extra grande CP, I suppose, with extra red sauce and extra onions. The best kind of CP. I prefer it when it comes in grande mode. If there's Mexican food, you can just assume that I want super in front of it. Like, you know how when you go to Mexican restaurants, they always have like the regular version and then the super version? We always go for the super version. And if the burrito can be wet, yes, the burrito will be wet. There will be no question of it. We shall cover that thing with both cheese and the salsa of the Emperor. Maybe not the Emperor's cheese. Maybe we'll stay away from the Emperor's cheese, but Why are you shooting things? Every time I tell you to go somewhere, he's like, no! I tell him to go behind the cover, and he just refuses outright. What does that thing have? Like crazy claw thingies? Okay. So since he's got crazy claw thingies... Crazy claws! That sounds like a fun toy from the 90s. Crazy claws, only $19.99. Have your parents call to order. Like, it's what it sounds like to be. Oh, we're opening up a vortex right here and now. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. Oh yeah. Get vortexed. Oh no, it kills my guys too. No! Escape the vortex! Okay, so that went... It says attacks enemies. To be fair, in the tooltip, it doesn't say that it hurts allies. So I don't feel like I was too far off base by using that on my own guys. Just saying. In the tooltip, it says affects enemies. What about holy indifference? I've got a whole lot of indifference, but fury is something that I'm always just in low supply about. Indifference I've got a whole lot of. If we can attack with righteous indifference, man, I will be getting jobs done, but I think my supply of righteous fury is a little bit low. That or it's righteous furry if you add an extra R. Oh god, we're going in that direction today. That's how you know I've run out of things to talk about. We've got a las cannon turret. That thing is horrifying. Yeah, hit that thing with some light. Oh, that didn't work at all. Okay, well, let's just bait out some of the enemies. And we will fight the enemies of man. Ow! Las cannon turret. Douchebag. Ooh. That was a double pimp slap of the Emperor right there. I saw everybody went backhand on that one. They, like, touched fists, and then they were like, whoa, and it was a simultaneous backslap from, like, 8 people simultaneously. I said simultaneously, like, 400 times right there. But I hope you guys get my meaning. I suppose Force Commander's gonna have to get down and dirty over here and just handle this the hard way. We'll put these Terminators and Jonah over here. Ow! No more Havocs. Oh no! Yeah, put the Force Commander in front of that thing. Let them things hang. Should probably heal us at some point. We have no anti-armor right now. We have absolute zero. Alright. So apparently something bad happens if we hit it in the rear armor. I don't know what it is, but something bad happens. Oh, they've actually got a warp gate over here. Ah, this would be a lot easier if I had my dear friend Cyrus along for this. I'm gonna use the Rosarius to save myself from some freebie damage right here as they teleport into the middle of my troops. Force Commander is going to be on that. Thaddeus is going to be over here dealing with the Havocs. You come over here and handle that. What are these? Oh, support item bonuses. Holy hell. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's destroy the warp gate before, you know, they get any better ideas like showing up here and ruining my life. I get the distinct feeling... We have a champion back here or something? What's going on? These Havocs just will not die. Are you serious right now? Die. There we go. So now that the Havocs have been handled, let me go ahead and put some rockets on this thing. Oh, rockets don't work. Alright. Shooting rockets at me again, damn it. Heretics everywhere causing problems. Get rid of that turret while we're sitting here. And I hope this isn't one of those multi-phase things where as I damage it, more and more guys spawn. That tactic upsets me. It makes me feel sad. So back up with the Rosarius now that they've got the jump on us. The Rosarius is the absolute best way with these Bloodletters to make sure that they don't accomplish anything when they jump straight into you like that. It totally ruins their element of surprise. Like, they have nothing to do with it. Like, the second that you do it, it's basically like popping your bubble as a paladin in WoW the second a rogue comes out, unless they can break that now. I don't know, I haven't played since, like, Burning Crusade, so... Chances are, at this point, they probably have a way to get through bubble, since Blizzard seems to be racist against the paladin bubble. But anyways, so that I'm not talking about the same thing over and over and over again, destroy this Chaos Temple, come on guys. Muster all the DPS you can. Not mustard all the DPS you can, it doesn't need extra flavoring, it just needs a little bit more oomph. So let's just get it done. Come on. This mission is really, really easy. I think the Terminator armor is easing my difficulty here. I love Terminator armor. It has that effect on everything. Alright, and so we're going to break the episode off right here, I think. We're going to go and finish it off in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 2, Chaos Rising. How many hyphens, or I'm sorry, how many colons can we put into one game's title? But anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. I think these are just spawning randomly from another location, so they shouldn't be anything more than kind of a native problem here, like a latent problem. See you guys in the next episode. Take it easy out there, everybody.